Hi everyone, welcome back to the Wow Embossing Powder YouTube channel. I am Katarina and today I'm going to create this gorgeous DL size card. I'm going to show you how you can create a stunning ombre background using just one color of embossing powder. There are some lovely products that allow you to change up the look of one single color completely so you can get lots more out of your product. The Wow 8 Changers Lightening Kit comes in this handy storage box and you get 3 different products in it. These are called the Changers and I will talk about this in more depth. But you would also get 3 empty jars in this kit, or you can purchase these separately. So for the 3 Changers, we have one for texture, one for glisten, and one for Sheen, and I'm going to exactly show you what each one of these does. As the name would suggest, these are going to change up the look of our embossing powders. I have some swatches that I'm going to show you just for a better understanding. This one is Earth Tone Olive, and this is the first sample in there. That's what it would look like without any changer added. And the second one I added Sheen, and you can see that pearly shine of that one. The third one is Glittery. I added Glisten to the embossing powder. And in this last one that you can feel and see the draft texture, I added the texture changer to my embossing powder. The first two in here feel nice and smooth, while the other two feel much more textured. And you can even see that texture on them in there. I also swatched out the polished gold embossing powder, so you can see how polished and really shiny that first one looks. The second one is toned down by the Sheen changer and has that gorgeous pearly effect, then glittery for the third one and textured for the last. And I was also experimenting in here. I added Sheen and Glisten to that gold embossing powder, and that changes it up again completely. You can see the glitter but has that shiny pearly undertone to it, so might not show it as much on the camera, but in real life it really is so gorgeous. For all these swatches I used equal amount of embossing powder to the changers, so 1 spoon to 1 spoon and so on. Now you can change that up too. You can add less of the changer or you can add more of the changer than your embossing powder, and that will again change up the look, and this is what I'm going to play with today for my lovely background. I decided to push myself a little bit and chose a color that is way out of my comfort zone. I do not normally use red in my card making, and this one is Primary Apple Red Super Fine Embossing Powder. So this is what I'm going to use together with the changers that I've already shown you. For my card base, I have a piece of 8 by 8.5 inch white card, scored down at 4 inches and folded in half. I have a lovely silver holographic card measuring 8 1/4 by 3 3/4 inches, and I just glued that on top. Then using just the main die from the Leafy Lace Border die set by Chloe's Creative Cards, I'm not going to use those 2 borders today. I just want to cut the detail into the card. This one measures 8 by 3.5 inches, and I've done that off camera, so I just cut that gorgeous detail. Then a piece of white card 8 inches tall and just wide enough to fit behind that die cut detail. I think it was like 2.5 inches wide. This is where I'm going to create my ombre background too, but I wanted to show you this in here so you can get a better grasp why are these changers so amazing. I love creating ombre backgrounds, and this is one I've done recently using the trio of dappled coral, dappled peach and dappled pink embossing powders. Now these are amazing, one of my favorite colors, and I love them. Well, let's face it, we do not have so many different shades of each color of embossing powder. I certainly don't. For red, I think this is the only one that I have, so to be able to create an ombre gradient effect with this one, to me, is a game changer. In here you can see me mixing up my embossing powder with the changers. So I took one of my empty pots, and into this one I'm adding 1 spoonful of the red embossing powder with probably about half a spoonful of glisten. So I'm only adding a half of, or just maybe a little bit more than half of the glisten changer into this one. This one is going to be my first mixture. Make sure to mix it up very well using a metal spoon. Do not use plastic spoons in this. And also why I love using these little pots from Wow Embossing Powder, because they have already been treated with an anti-static agent. So it is like magic. They'll not be sticking to the pot. Do not want to mess that up by using a plastic spoon. So a metal spoon is advised by Wow Embossing to mix these with. So this is my first pot, making sure I'm giving it a good shake and a good mix, that all those ingredients mix up very well. And then I'm coming in with my second little pot. In this one, I'm going to add 1 spoonful of the red embossing powder, and then I'm going to add 1 spoonful of a Glisten. So this one will have much more glitter in it than the first pot. Again, give it a good mix, and then we can start working on our strip of card. Firstly, I'm going to cover this in ink using the Wow Embossing ink pad and make sure I have it well saturated. And then I'm going to start adding my embossing powder. Firstly, I'm adding just the red as it is without any changers in it. So this is just the primary apple red embossing powder. And I am scattering it a little bit. I'm not leaving any harsh straight lines in there. I want this to be a lovely ombre gradient effect, where the different shades of the red will blend beautifully together once melted or heat set. And here I'm coming in with the first pot that I created with the less glitter in it, because this is a key feature in here. So by adding the changers, we don't only change the texture to glittery or shiny or rough textured, but we also lighten up the color. So the more changer we add, the lighter the color will appear. And this is key in here. So you could see me using the second pot. And then thirdly in here, I just added more of the Glisten to whatever was left over on my piece of paper, and I just mix them together on that piece of copy paper. So if you don't have any spare pots in your craft room, no problem, just use a piece of copy paper. Honestly, you can do that. And if you have any extras, you can tip it back into a jar if you have any. If you don't, you will see me what I will be doing very soon later in this video. So these little jars I didn't buy separately with my changers. These are empty jars which I've had clear gloss or clear sparkle embossing powder in, and they got empty. I've used them up, so I use those all the time. Now I actually buy larger pots of some of these embossing powders, but I did keep those little ones, and they are perfect for using for techniques like this. In here you can see me heat setting this gorgeous panel, and just look at that beautiful gradient effect. There are no harsh lines because we scattered the darker shades into those lighter ones. There are 4 different shades in there, and how beautiful. And we've achieved that just by using 1 single color of embossing powder. Now look how beautiful does that look behind my detailed aperture die cut in there. Absolutely stunning. Guys, I'm obsessed. I might like to make red cards now. So in here I'm just using some double-sided adhesive and also some liquid glue to add it to the details, to glue it on top of that red panel. Then I'm covering the entire panel in foam pads, reinforcing it with some liquid glue and sticking it on top of my card front. For my sentiment, I die cut the scripted thank you from this die set 3 times, and I layer them on top of each other. And then the background die cut behind it, I've die cut twice and layered them up just for a lovely sturdy sentiment. I'm going to add colors to the thank you lighten. And to do that, I'm just bringing back the pot that I had left over with the red and the glitter in it, but I am deepening the color. So I just added some more of that red in it, and I just eyeballed it, honestly. So I've dabbed my thank you into the embossing ink pad, and then into that embossing powder I'm going to heat set it. Now I could see in here that I wasn't very happy with how it looked. Waited until it completely cooled down. Put it back into my embossing ink pad, and then I scattered that embossing glitter on it 1 more time. And once I heat set this, oh my goodness, just perfect. When I started recording this video, I did not have red embossing glitter in my stash, and now I do, just like that. This is so beautiful. I layered it on top of the background die cuts in there, and then I layered it on foam pads. I'm going to set this aside until we're going to work on some other embellishments. I've die cut some flowers, and I have a matching stamp to go with them. I am going to use the same red embossing powder, but this time I'm going to mix some Sheen changer into this. I'm using equal almond, just 1 and a bit of that spoonful that I have in here, and I'm going to do the same with the Sheen changer. I'm going to mix them up very well. And I made a little bit more than what I need for the flowers here, because I'll be using this for some other embellishments on the card as well, just in a little minute. So I am giving it a good shake and a good roll, a good mix. And then I will stamp using the Wow embossing ink pad, the matching stamp to those floral die cuts. And then I'm going to sprinkle my mixture on top of this. And you'll see once I heat set, it is gorgeous and pearly. And I appreciate that on camera it might not show just as beautiful as it is in life. But I'm trying to show it to you as best as I can. Off camera I did the other three as well as one just with the red embossing powder. So you can see the difference. It is quite stark, isn't it? And here I'm adding some shape into my petals, and I'm layering this into 2 flowers just using my hot glue gun. And then we can start working on some foliage. I've die cut some leaves just from white card, and I am going to use the Castleton embossing powder this time. It is from the Heritage Quad by Seth Apter, and it is a gorgeous green color. For 2 of these foliage, I just used the green as it was. And for the other 2, I am mixing it with the texture changer. I'm adding equal amount to the embossing powder, and here you can see how I'm just using my piece of copy paper to mix those together. So you don't really need a jar if you're mixing small amounts like this. But I do indeed have some leftover in here, as you can see, and instead of throwing that out, I'm just going to ink up a piece of white card from my scrap drawer. And I am scattering that embossing powder, textured embossing powder on top of that, heat setting it, and I can set this aside for next use. And here I'm heat setting both of those foliage, and you can see again the difference. And it is really stark, but again I could have added less or more texture changer into this to make the change less or more dramatic. So there's so many variations that you can create with this. These honestly are such fantastic products that will allow you to stretch your supplies. I've die cut some small butterflies. For the smaller ones, I used my red glittery mix left over from earlier on. And for this larger one, I used the red shimmery or the Sheen mix from earlier on. I will only end up using 2 of these butterflies on my card, but I'd rather have more and have them spare than having to come back and do some more again. Before cooling out, I'm pinching those wings upwards a bit. So when they completely cool, they will have that lovely dimension to them. And here I'm just arranging what way I want to go. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that I gave you some advice, tips and tricks on what way you can use these changers. I will be back, and all the other design team members will be back with videos using these changers as well. So make sure that you follow the Wow Embossing YouTube channel for some more inspiration. If you're shopping on the Wow Embossing website in the UK or the US, use my code that you can see on the screen now, and this will get you 10% off your purchase. It's an affiliate code, so I will get a little bit of a kickback from it, but at no extra cost to you. Your discount will still remain the same. I really am so thankful for supporting me this way. I did some sparkly silver rhinestones in the middle of each flower. And this finishes my card off. I am obsessed. I really love how this one turned out. So as I mentioned, there's more inspiration coming up, so make sure you hit the notification bell as well so you will not miss out on any future videos. There is more inspiration that I share regularly on my own YouTube channel. It's Create with Katarina. I would love to have you in there as well. Any products I used will be linked in the description box below. Make sure you check those out. And I will also leave the links to other social media for Wow Embossing Powder, and also the link to the corresponding blog post of this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and we will be back very soon with the next one. Until then, bye!